Okay, this is the emergency stress tool. There's two emergency stress tools. There's one for cognitive reset, so anything that's dealing with your brain, and then the somatic has to do with the body. Um, so these are pretty self-explanatory information here, but I would recommend before uh, a situation comes about to go over this so you know where to uh, locate this information. So I went ahead and provided two, two actions that you can do. Uh, both do work. You just have to initiate it on a consistent basis. I've used these and they've helped me throughout many things. So the first thing you would do is, if you feel like your brain is going out of control, feels like you're ruminating about certain things, any types of decisions that's really just getting out of control. First thing you want to do is click this one, control filter. You click the control filter, it'll come up here, and it'll give you a really quick synopsis of how to get through this. So if you read this, you don't have to read this, but beforehand, before anything does happen, this is something that you need to just understand. What you would do is fill out this information. You don't really need to fill it out, but uh, after the fact, I would. Uh, so just looking at this information. So what you could do is once this starts to trigger, you ask yourself, okay, what do I control? Once you identify what you can control, because your mind is going to be going everywhere, so identify what you control. After that, what you're going to release that you cannot control, and then how you're going to choose to lead after the fact. And so I created a little quick thing here, the verb, who, what, when, but you don't really have to worry about this. Just look at these three things here, and that is the biggest thing that you want to get out of this. What do I control? What can I release? How do I choose to lead? And so there's some information here for examples. I'll just give you some examples here. I control my words. I release their reaction. Um, this is, what are you going to do afterwards? Text John by 11:15 if it had something to do with John. Uh, and that comes about where here I choose to lead with. And same thing here, another example. I control my attention. I release my outcomes. Set a 10-minute timer and write 3 bullets now. Just something like this. Even if you forget to do the last one, it's okay. Um, I think if you just keep understanding these three things here, when you come to this, just ask yourself, what can I control? Have it in your head. What can I release? How do I choose to lead? And you just write that down. After you write it down, think about it, read it, let it go, let it sink in. If that doesn't work, then I have another uh, tool here, which is emotional freedom technique. This is a little bit longer technique because it has to do with somatic symptoms. So I'll just show you real quick. And this is information here that I would recommend you go over beforehand. Uh, I use this plenty of times. It does work. You just have to use it consistently. So what it does is this type of technique is it's tapping specific areas in the body that help the body relax. So that's how this is. I'm not going to really get into it. There's a good video here that I provided for you. And once you understand what it's about and how to use it, it will definitely help you out. You just have to be consistent in these things. So this is a longer action to use if your brain is still going crazy after um, the first tool that we talked about there. So that's that. There's going to be another uh, page itself. Like I said, I'm going to go over, which is the somatic area. Like I said, somatic means body. So that's what it's going to be. So we'll go over that with that one. But yeah, this is, if you do it consistently, your body starts to change and you understand how to correct uh, things that are going on in your body.